we're having a look at one of the most venomous snakes on the planet.
He's growing, he's getting bigger. How cool is this? We're inside an enclosure that looks like a little cutout.
Snakes are among the most feared creatures in the animal kingdom due to their venomous nature. From the notorious black-mouthed mamba.
I have a black mamba here, the longest venomous snake that we have in Africa.
To the mesmerizing hissing cobra and the elusive slippery viper.
And Sawscale Vipers get their name because they have this behavior where they rub their scales together.
We're about to unravel the world's top 20 most venomous snakes.
The biggest city in Western Australia, and I have in my hand the 4th most toxic venomous snake.
These slithering beings roam with lethal doses of poison, capable of taking down scores of humans with a single bite.
This is a green mamba, an extremely venomous snake that is found in coastal KZN.
Join us on this winding journey as we explore the mysteries concealed within the realm of these enigmatic creatures. Number 20. King Cobra. When fully grown, the king cobra stands as a majestic serpent with its dazzling yellow, green, brown, or black hues. Its captivating patterns, adorned with white or yellowish crossbars or chevrons, add a layer of fascination. Even when young, when they sport an alluring black coat, these young cobras exhibit intriguing crossbars on their heads, with bodies and tails striped in yellow or white. Yet, behind this captivating appearance lies the formidable reputation of being the longest venomous snake globally. Reaching a maximum length of 18 feet and a typical size of around 13 feet, the king cobra's signature motion is immortalized in films and television shows. Before striking, the cobra dramatically stands upright, spreading its hood, rising vertically, and locking eyes with its target. This iconic pose allows the cobra to reach a height equivalent to a fairly tall person. While it may not possess the most potent venom, the sheer volume of a single bite from a king cobra can be lethal. The king cobra's deadly arsenal includes short, fixed upper jaw teeth. These teeth, though relatively short, play a crucial role in piercing the floor of the mouth when the cobra retracts its fangs, aiding in directing food toward the stomach. Found in various regions, including Hong Kong, Hainan, northern India, southern China, the Philippines, western Indonesia, and the Malay Peninsula, king cobras thrive in habitats like mangrove swamps, bamboo thickets, streams, and open or dense woods. Remarkably, they spend over 25% of their time near streams, preferring stable temperatures and humidity. The king cobra stands out for its heightened sensory capabilities, detecting movement up to 330 feet away. Its unique hiss, resembling more a dog's bark than a typical snake's, emanates through microscopic openings in its esophagus, intensified by its lungs. In displays of dominance, male king cobras engage in symbolic wrestling matches, with the winner being the one who taps the opponent's head first, a fascinating glimpse into their behavior.
He's growing, he's getting bigger. How cool is this? We're inside an enclosure that looks like a little cutout.
Number 19. Okinawa Habu. The mysterious Ryukyu Islands of Japan house an intriguing and dangerous inhabitant, the Okinawa Habu snake. Imagine a serpent that claims the title of the longest in its genus, with a growth potential spanning from 4 to 9 feet, contingent on individual variations. Adding a touch of enigma to its profile, the Habu exhibits a distinctive anatomical contrast, a long, slender body harmonized with a relatively oversized head. As the nocturnal veil descends, the Habu begins its quest for sustenance, choosing unconventional hunting grounds within buildings and structures, where it skillfully preys on rodents like mice. Balancing confidence and agitation, these serpentine creatures are known for their swift and decisive strikes, a behavioral trait that poses a significant challenge given their length and venomous payload. Turning attention to its venom, the Okinawa Habu's toxic arsenal, encompassing hemorrhagic and saxitoxin components, is nothing short of lethal. A single bite from this serpent can induce a cascade of debilitating symptoms, including vomiting, nausea, and elevated blood pressure, potentially culminating in the gravest outcome, death. Remarkably, victims recount instances where, post-treatment, their limbs cease to function, underscoring the severity of the envenomation. However, it's essential to note that timely medical intervention can be a game-changer, rendering bite injuries non-fatal in most cases. Yet, an intriguing aspect of the Habu narrative lies in the aftermath, where a noteworthy 6 to 8% of survivors grapple with persistent disabilities. Reports suggest a relatively high count of 2 individuals per 1,000 falling prey to an Okinawa Habu. This incident echoes the profound impact of these serpents across the archipelago. Number 18. Boom Slang. The boomslang, also known by various names, stands out as a unique snake due to its exclusive status as the sole species in its genus, typically measuring between 3 and 5 feet, with occasional reports of lengths exceeding 6 feet. It remarkably weighs very little, sometimes less than a pound, reaching a maximum of 1.12 pounds despite its length. What makes this snake particularly lethal is its venom, which sets it apart from other members of its genetic family. Unlike some of its relatives, the boomslang's venom is potent and slow-acting, catching its victims unaware of the imminent danger. Scientific American affectionately refers to this timid snake residing in sub-Saharan Africa as the cat of the snake world, due to its swift movements that often go unnoticed. With large eyes and an egg-shaped head, the boomslang struggles to open its mouth wide enough to bite, given that its fangs are at the back. The venom primarily contains hemotoxin, impeding the clotting process and potentially causing fatal internal and external bleeding. Known for inducing hemorrhaging into brain and muscular tissues, the venom manifests symptoms such as headaches, nausea, drowsiness, and mental health issues. In 1957, the first reported boomslang death occurred when herpetologist Carl P. Schmidt from Chicago's Lincoln Park Zoo, unaware of a bite on his thumb, succumbed to its effects within a day. The unsuspecting lethality of boomslang became evident through this tragic incident. Number 17. Fer-de-Lance. Fer-de-Lance, a robust pit viper reaching 8.2 feet in length and weighing 13 pounds, stands out among the biggest pit vipers. With broad, flat heads ranging from light to dark brown, these snakes exhibit unpredictable behavior and an S-shaped posture when disturbed. They swiftly dart away from danger. They join Calloselasma rotostoma as common snake attackers, causing 30% of hospital admissions and 46% of snake bites. The name Fer-de-Lance in French, reflecting the snake's bite that mimics a lance goring. The French explorers learned this lesson the hard way. Due to their frequent presence in crowded areas, these snakes are highly susceptible to bites, even indoors. Renowned for their erratic and swift actions, they can strike above the knee due to their size and tendency to lift their heads high. Fatalities result from hemorrhagic shock, sepsis, cerebral hemorrhage, acute renal injury with hyperkalemia, and metabolic acidosis. Number 16. Tiger snake. Between 2005 and 2015, tiger snakes were responsible for 17.7% of snakebite fatalities in Australia, resulting in 4 fatal cases out of 119 confirmed incidents. The venom of this species comprises various myotoxins, coagulants, hemocins, and neurotoxins. If bitten, symptoms may include tingling, numbness, sweating, and, in severe cases, breathing difficulties or paralysis. Research indicates that 40 to 60% of untreated bites lead to serious consequences. Australia has a standardized treatment for poisonous snake bites involving the application of pressure to the bite site, using a broad bandage moving towards the armpit or groin, followed by limb immobilization with a splint. With the wider availability of antivenom, the number of fatal tiger snake bites has decreased, although they still rank second only to brown snakes in Australia's deadly snake hierarchy. A lethal dose of venom is as little as 0.28 milligrams, but fatal bites typically involve 340 to 652 milligrams.
The biggest city in Western Australia, and I have in my hand the 4th most toxic venomous snake.
Number 15. Dubois Sea Snake. Australia isn't the uncontested champion for venomous creatures. That title goes to Mexico, which boasts nearly 30% more poisonous species. However, Australia still hosts its fair share of dangerous animals across its rivers, seas, and land. No spot is entirely safe. Take the Dubois snake or reef shallow sea snake, for instance. It's the second most venomous snake ever tested, surpassed only by 2 other Australian species. It possesses the most potent venom among all known sea snakes, as confirmed by lab experiments involving mice and rabbits. Researchers measure venom lethality using the LD50, the dose causing 50% of test subjects' deaths. Despite some controversy, these trials enhance our understanding of venom's effects on different species. Interestingly, although neither mice nor rabbits are reef dwellers, the snake's venom is twice as effective on rabbits as on mice. Fish and frogs, not surprisingly, are more susceptible. Despite being the most venomous sea snake and the second most venomous overall, it rarely poses a threat. Since the 1930s, only 1 person in Australia has succumbed to an unknown sea snake bite, making a significant increase in that number unlikely. Number 14. Sawscale Viper. The Sawscale Viper, part of the Echis family, holds a grim distinction. Its bites have claimed more lives than any other snake. While its venom might not be the most potent globally, this snake gains infamy for thriving in densely populated areas of the Middle East and India, where accessing antivenom poses challenges. Saw-scaled vipers can yield up to 0.0025 ounces of dry venom, though the average is 0.00006 ounces. Although an adult is generally considered at risk with 0.002 ounces, a bite may inject 0.4 ounces. Expect systemic and localized symptoms following a bite, with severe cases causing blisters and swelling throughout a limb in 12 to 24 hours. Pain and swelling manifest within minutes. Each snake's venom production varies. Although anti-venom availability has reduced deadly bites, around 20% of those bitten still succumb. The most dangerous systemic symptoms involve bleeding and clotting issues accompanied by experiences like epistaxis, melena, hematuria, and hematemesis. Urinary problems, ranging from difficulty urinating to complete abstinence, may persist for hours or days. In severe cases, acute renal damage may necessitate dialysis. Indian saw-scaled vipers have a diverse diet, including centipedes, scorpions, large insects, mice, frogs, and lizards.
And saw-scale vipers get their name because they have this behavior where they rub their scales together.
Number 13. Eastern Green Mamba. The eastern green mamba, a venomous snake on the southern East African coast, was first described by Scottish biologist Andrew Smith in 1849. This elusive serpent, known for its green hue and tree-dwelling lifestyle, poses an identification challenge. Unlike elapid snakes, it adopts a stealthy approach to prey, reminiscent of vipers. Despite being the least toxic among green mamba varieties, its venom remains potent. While it generally avoids human interaction, it becomes more assertive from September to February during the mating season. A single bite releases approximately 0.0021 to 0.0033 ounces of venom by dry weight, causing discomfort, edema, localized necrosis, or gangrene. Systemic symptoms may include an erratic heartbeat, tremors, nausea, dizziness, and difficulty eating and breathing, with varying degrees of paralysis. As carnivores, their primary diet consists of birds, eggs, bats, and small animals, potentially including tree-dwelling lizards.
This is a green mamba, an extremely venomous snake that is found in coastal KZN.
Number 12. South American rattlesnake. In the vast expanse of South America, where an array of snakes call the jungle home, one species stands out as a true enigma: the South American rattlesnake. Thriving in the heart of the Amazon, its reputation as one of the deadliest is well-deserved. What makes it particularly formidable is its widespread presence and the existence of at least 7 known subspecies, each of which is a dangerous entity in its own right. Pit vipers strongly dislike disruptions like their rattlesnake counterparts elsewhere. To convey their discontent, they coil up, emitting a hiss that warns of potential danger. A slow or overly close approach invites their swift retaliation, lashing out, biting, and injecting potent venom. The venom's strength varies among the snakes, but its consequences are alarming. From vision impairment or complete loss and hearing issues to peripheral muscle paralysis, especially in the neck, reaching an extent that appears as a broken neck, and, in severe instances, the looming threat of fatal respiratory paralysis. The fact that they can attain lengths of up to 5 feet adds an extra layer of danger, yet their adept camouflage renders them nearly invisible as one wanders through the lush foliage of the forest. Number 11. Coastal Taipan. The coastal taipan, often called the eastern taipan or common taipan, is the third most toxic, behind the inland taipan and the eastern brown snake. The only snake in Australia with a longer length is the king brown snake. The Greek words oxys, which means sharp, and oranos, which denotes heaven, combine to form the genus Oxyuranus. If this monster bites you, that's where you're going to go, unless you were terrible, in which case you're going to hell, which I'm assuming is filled to the brim with coastal taipans.
Coastal taipan. I could not believe my eyes. I didn't believe it.
Although visible all year, coastal taipans are most active in the early spring and late winter. In hotter months, they become nocturnal. The residents of Parama village refer to the areas around the Fly and Valala rivers as Diaro and Goari. Interestingly, coastal taipans pose a greater risk to humans despite ranking 3rd on the list of the world's most venomous snakes.
Works really well on the coastal taipan, and with that proper first aid, deaths are pretty unlikely.
because they interact with people more frequently than inland taipans and eastern brown snakes. More than 100 individuals could die from a single snake bite. The degree of venom injected, the length of the fangs, and the victim's sensitivity to the poisons affect how dangerous a situation is. Number 10. Russell's Viper. India is home to a diverse array of snakes, but among them are some of the deadliest species known to humankind. Enter the Russell's Viper, a formidable snake with a presence both within and beyond the nation's borders. This serpent is notorious as one of the most lethal to humans. Belonging to the Trimerosaurus genus, this venomous snake contributes significantly to snakebite incidents and fatalities globally. Several factors contribute to its notoriety, including its extensive range, generally aggressive behavior, and frequent encounters in densely populated areas. The Russell's Viper is found in various regions, including Taiwan, southern China, most Southeast Asia, and the Indian subcontinent. The significance of its name lies in its dedication to the esteemed scientist Patrick Russell, a passionate researcher of reptiles and amphibians who played a crucial role in identifying numerous Indian snakes. What sets this viper apart is its lack of hesitation to deliver a substantial amount of venom.
He reacts immediately by giving you a good, strong, tough bite,
making it exceptionally lethal. Adding to the peril, the venom inflicts pain on its victims. Early signs of envenomation include immediate discomfort at the bite site, followed by swelling in the affected extremity. Bleeding, notably from the gums and urine, manifests within 20 minutes of the bite, with the septum showing signs of blood. Both heart rate and blood pressure drop, and blisters form at the bite site along the affected limb. In severe cases, necrosis is superficial, typically localized to the muscles surrounding the bite, but can occasionally be severe. Approximately 1/3 of cases exhibit fistulas and vomiting as additional symptoms. With its potent venom and aggressive nature, the Russell's Viper is formidable among India's deadly serpentine residents. Number 9. Common Death Adder. Globally recognized as one of the most venomous terrestrial snakes, the common death adder extends its lethal presence beyond the borders of Australia. The prevailing threat to its habitat arises from the relentless spread of invasive cane toads throughout the Australian landscape. This serpent exhibits a robust physique, adorned with bands of striking red, brown, and black, coupled with a broad, flat, triangular head.
I was filming this snake during the night.
Its underbelly displays varying pink, cream, or gray hues, adding to its visual allure. What sets the death adder apart is its possession of the largest fangs among all Australian native snakes. A fascinating twist of fate lies in its name. Even if reversed, it transforms into a life subtractor. Unveiling its deadly nature from any perspective, the death adder is a formidable creature. Armed with megapotent neurotoxins in its venom, this snake is a swift and lethal predator. Astonishingly, a single bite from the death adder can lead to fatality in as little as 6 hours. The overarching threats to the common death adder are the incursion of cane toads and habitat degradation. While adult death adders may consume the toads, succumbing to the toxins in their skin, the younger members fall prey to these invasive amphibians. Operating as solitary, nocturnal beings, common death adders master the art of camouflage with their banded stripes, seamlessly blending into their surroundings. During the day, they remain concealed within leaf litter or soft soil. Their unique hunting strategy involves patience rather than active pursuit.
Musculature is not designed for that sort of movement.
These serpents wait patiently for days, strategically positioning themselves among leaves and enticing prey with their grub-like tail. Once the unsuspecting prey draws near, the death adder executes a rapid strike, injecting its potent venom. Subsequently, the snake patiently awaits the demise of its prey before indulging in its meal. The life and tactics of the common death adder unveil a captivating narrative of survival and predation in the Australian wilderness. Number 8. The Black Mamba. The majestic Black Mamba is one of Africa's most formidable serpents, renowned for its size, assertiveness, and potent venom. Typically reaching heights of 9 feet, an extraordinary discovery unveiled one that exceeded 14 feet, surpassing human stature twofold. Beyond its impressive size, this snake is not only venomous but also remarkably swift, capable of striking at almost 12 miles per hour, earning it the title of the world's fastest snake and positioning it among the most aggressive members of the modern snake kingdom. The rapid onset of symptoms underscores the potency of its venom.
So this is definitely a
a big female black mamba. I'm 6'2".
Although the first mamba-specific antivenom emerged in 1962, a lack of this life-saving remedy poses a serious threat. Notably, the black mamba's venom differs from that of other deadly snakes, as it lacks protease enzymes. Consequently, bites typically spare tissues from necrosis or localized edema. Tingling often marks the initial symptom at the bitten site. During a single bite, a maximum recorded dose of 0.014 ounces of venom was delivered, with an average range of 0.0035 to 0.0042 ounces, a quantity likened to a shot glass. Despite this lethal capability, black mambas exhibit a carnivorous diet, primarily preying on smaller vertebrates such as rats, bats, hyraxes, bush babies, and birds, especially the young ones. While they will consume other snakes, warm-blooded prey is their preference. In its natural habitat, the black mamba faces minimal threats, allowing it to navigate confidently. If you remain unconvinced of its potency, consider that the venom can induce collapse or death in a victim within a mere 30 minutes post-bite. With its awe-inspiring features and formidable presence, the black mamba epitomizes the apex of serpentine prowess in the African wilderness. Number 7. Inland Taipan. The inland taipan, often considered one of the deadliest snakes globally, has a fascinating history with humans, mostly due to its potent venom. Rather than the number of casualties it has caused, the sheer amount of venom it releases and its impact on humans and mice contribute to its notorious reputation. Lightning fast and highly accurate, the inland taipan can strike multiple targets in a single attack, emitting up to 4 ounces of venom. However, the average bite releases about 0.16 ounces. A single bite can potentially kill 100 adult humans to grasp gravity. If bitten, anticipate headaches, nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, and possibly diarrhea, accompanied by acute agony at the bite site. Symptoms like dizziness, fainting, or seizures may manifest as the illness progresses. Severe complications include neurotoxicity, coagulation issues, muscle deterioration, renal failure, and ultimately, death. The effects of the venom can be experienced in under 30 minutes, potentially proving fatal in less than 45 minutes. Inland taipans, typically solitary, are active during the day, especially when hunting in the early morning sun. They hide for the remainder of the day, occasionally emerging in cooler afternoons. A noteworthy fact is their ability to change skin color with the seasons, becoming darker in winter to absorb more light and maintain a healthy body temperature. Despite their deadly nature, these snakes are generally timid and prefer to avoid trouble. However, they won't hesitate to attack if they sense a threat, even though their isolated habitat minimizes human encounters. Number 6. Common Krait. The Big Four snakes, notorious for their presence in densely populated areas of India, pose severe threats to human life. Among them is the common krait, also known as the Indian krait. Despite their misleading name, these snakes are not your average serpents. They can grow up to 6 feet long, with an average of closer to 3 feet. Found in various locations, including Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, and Sri Lanka, they are most prevalent in India, causing numerous snake bites. Adding to the surprise factor, the common krait is a cannibal, preying on other snake species, including its own. It targets small mammals, reptiles, and amphibians when that doesn't suffice. The snake's lethal nature is attributed to its venom. Being nocturnal, kraits are less agitated at night, reducing daytime encounters with humans. Also, their bites often go unnoticed initially, leading victims to believe they've escaped unharmed. However, the aftermath includes excruciating abdominal cramps that progress to paralysis. Deaths, occurring 4 to 8 hours post-bite, result from suffocation or widespread respiratory failure. In Bangladesh alone, kraits are responsible for over half of all snake-related fatalities. All right, buckle up, explorers, because it's time for our subscribers' pick. And we've got a jaw-dropping showdown between 2 heavyweight contenders in the reptile world. Picture this, a fierce battle between a king cobra and an unidentified colossal snake. The king cobra, known for its venomous prowess and snake-chomping skills, is facing off against a mystery serpent. My bet? A reticulated python. But hey, who knows? Now, why would these slithering gladiators be throwing down? Well, king cobras specialize in snake snacking, while reticulated pythons prefer a more mammalian menu. Place your bets, folks. Who's your money on? Drop your snake insights in the comments below and let the reptilian games begin. Number 5. Beaked Sea Snake. Beaked sea snakes are fascinating creatures, active both day and night. Remarkably, they can stay submerged for up to 5 hours after diving as deep as 330 feet. Their unique glands allow them to expel extra salt, renowned for their aggressiveness and deadliness. Some snake specialists even describe them as ferocious and tenacious. A mere 0.00005 ounces of their venom can be lethal to humans, containing potent neurotoxins and myotoxins. This globally distributed species is responsible for a significant 90% of fatalities resulting from sea snake bites. Beaked sea snakes give birth to live young, often in litters of 30 or more. These young snakes typically spend 6 to 12 months in shallow waters before venturing to sea. Impressively, they reach sexual maturity by the age of 18 months, with females giving birth to their first set of offspring at 24 months. Despite their resilience, the primary threats to this species include fishing net accidents, pollution, and poaching for their valuable skin and venom. Number 4. Indian Cobra. The Indian cobra, distinct from the king cobra, holds a special place in Indian culture as both beloved and deadly. If you've watched movies with snake charmers, you've likely seen this snake in action. These charmers daringly use Indian cobras in their shows. It's a risky business, considering the Indian cobra is part of the notorious Big Four, responsible for 46,000 fatalities and 140 severe injuries. Its venom, affecting synaptic gaps in neurons, induces muscle paralysis and, in severe cases, leads to cardiac arrest or respiratory failure. The venom's components include enzymes that promote lysis and facilitate its spread. Despite its extreme lethality, prompt treatment after a bite can almost always save a person, deferring the mortality rate. Unfortunately, where these snakes are prevalent, has access to such treatment. Combined with the other members of the Big Four, they often wreak havoc. Number 3. Yellowbellied Sea Snake. The yellow-bellied sea snakes reign supreme in the vast expanses of warm waters worldwide, showcasing their vibrant and distinct two-tone color pattern. Despite the name, their backs boast a captivating brown hue, while their undersides are striking yellow. This unique coloring makes them easily distinguishable from other sea snake varieties. While their appearances may vary slightly, their signature two-toned scheme remains consistent, often featuring black atop and yellow or brown underneath. Some sport intricate black bars or patches on a background of brown or yellow, while others showcase a striking yellow extending halfway up their backs, leaving only a slender crossbar or black stripe. These remarkable creatures have seamlessly adapted to their aquatic realm, boasting smaller ventral scales, paddle-like tails, and horizontally compressed bodies for enhanced swimming abilities. Their distinctive mouth seal and nasal valves serve as watertight mechanisms, preventing water from entering. A truly astonishing feature lies in their skin's ability to absorb oxygen, meeting up to 33% of their respiratory needs and allowing for extended submersion. Perhaps even more intriguing is a salt gland in their lower jaws. Contrary to prior belief, this gland doesn't aid in filtering salt from the ocean water, but is instead related to their unique freshwater diet, showcasing the fascinating adaptations that make these sea snakes truly captivating inhabitants of the deep blue. Number 2. Philippine Cobra. The Philippines, a land of enchantment and mystery, harbors the deadly Philippine Cobra. This serpent demands attention with its captivating round, dark brown eyes, adorned with circular pupils, and a distinctive short snout. However, heed this advice. Handling the Philippine Cobra is a venture into dangerous territory, as it spares no victims. The Philippine Cobra's venom is a formidable postsynaptic neurotoxin blend, demonstrating a unique affinity for assaulting neurons and targeting the respiratory system. Remarkably, the venom lacks necrotizing or cardiotoxic elements, presenting itself as a pure neurotoxin. On the brighter side, local damage is minimal. Yet the challenge lies in the snake's ability to spew its poison up to 10 feet away precisely. In the aftermath of a bite, victims may contend with a range of symptoms, from headaches and nausea to vomiting, dizziness, diarrhea, and breathing difficulties. Despite limited local signs, the neurotoxic impact unfolds rapidly and intensely. A 1988 study revealed that neurotoxicity took center stage in 38 out of 39 bite cases. 19 patients faced complete respiratory failure, often occurring swiftly, with apnea setting in within 30 minutes in 3 cases. Tragically, 2 confirmed deaths occurred, with both victims succumbing before reaching the hospital. Survivors, while spared from significant local tissue damage, bear the weight of severe neurotoxic effects. The Philippine Cobra is a creature that commands caution and respect in the captivating landscape of the Philippines. Number 1. Belur Sea Snake. The Hydrophis belkeri, also known as the faint-banded sea snake or the Belur Sea Snake, stands as a testament to the remarkable and treacherous beauty found beneath the ocean's surface. Renowned for its highly potent venom, this sea snake, ranging from 20 to 40 inches, commands attention with its slim, yellow chrome body adorned with alluring dark green stripes. Notably shy, it demands considerable provocation before revealing its lethal capabilities through a nasty bite. Surprisingly, encounters leading to bites often involve fishermen handling nets. Yet only approximately 25% of those bitten succumb to poisoning due to the snake's tendency to inject minimal venom. What truly sets the Belur Sea Snake apart is its unique physical characteristics tailored for aquatic life. Its small mouth and short, banded head make it an exquisite fit for navigating underwater realms. From an aerial view, its body boasts a subtle yellow hue, while the captivating dark green stripes elegantly terminate on the snake's ventral side. Unlike its terrestrial counterparts, the scales of the Belur Sea Snake overlap, creating a mosaic of protection for this remarkable marine creature. Each dorsal scale features a slight hump at its center, further contributing to the snake's distinct and compressed appearance along the sides. In the vast oceanic expanse, the Belur Sea Snake is both a dangerous force and a testament to the wondrous adaptations that thrive beneath the waves. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.